Indiana. That was
Did you
I
have a good
didn't
time in Indiana?
well, no. I mean, because I guess I did, but it was work. But I flew in. I left on Wednesday, got in Wednesday night, took a, you know, Uber to the hotel, went straight to the hotel room, spent the night, woke up, did my work,
Mm.
hung out at the hotel for like another hour or two, went back to the airport and flew home. So,
You didn't even have a chance to walk around or.
no, not really.
Hmm.
I know. See, poor me.
I find the best way to like explore a new city is just like go for a run or a nice long walk and just see it that way. Even
Absolutely.
have to
Yeah.
have.
And I thought that, I was downtown. So, it was in the middle of, but downtown looked kind of cool. I mean, from what I saw, what briefly I saw was kind of cool. But, but
Hmm.
yeah, that's the thing. So we're gonna, Daniel, and the, and the people on our supporters chose a game that you and I have never, well, you and I have never heard of any of these games. So I guess it's always a surprise to us. But I have no clue. I mean, other than knowing the title, I have zero idea of what we're playing today. So I wish I could tell you, I think you're going to love this game, but I have no idea.
Well, that'll be fun. We both are going in blind.
Yes, exactly.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. So, um,
It's
let's
fun
see what else.
because I didn't play this game either.
You've
Oh,
never played this?
oh,
Really?
you,
Yeah, and I have a story, an interesting
oh,
story about why I didn't play this game as a kid.
oh, so how old is this game?
Well, it came out in 1996,
Oh,
the
wow.
year of Phantasmagoria 2.
Yeah, I think we're getting the sense that people want to see us play these older games again. I keep tending towards the newer ones, but I think we're being dragged back to the 90s as much as possible.
Because the 90s were awesome, Paul. Awesome.
Great.
And people were really surprised when you said that you feel like the 2000s were very recent, like 2004 is recent, unlike the 90s, because we always thought that this was a millennial thing. Like we were kids in the 90s and we were adults in the 2000s, so we feel like the 2000s are more recent. But for you, it's the same experience, even though you were an adult in the 90s and an adult in the 2000s
Yeah.
and an adult in the 60s as well.
We'll talk about this in a second. Let's start this stream and then
Well, we were not
we'll
adults.
talk more. All right, here we go. I'm going to say hi to folks. Hi, folks. How's it going? Happy Wednesday, everyone. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Conversations with Curtis. We're very excited to have Tori back today. Super, haven't seen her in a while. Playing a game from the 90s, Broken Sword. And there's like a second part of the title, something about, I don't know, it's a broken sword. The Shadow of the Templars. So excited to dive into that and see what that's all about. And it's neat because this one was chosen by our coffee and Patreon donors. We have a new channel on our Discord, and that's the way we're going to do things, either from now on or at least for the time being, is that the games are going to be chosen by our supporters. So let's go straight to that because I want to talk to Daniel and Tori. I don't have anything specific to say other than to say hi to all you guys. Welcome. Glad you're here. These are our monthly donors on Coffee and Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. Had a couple new ones over the last week or two, so thanks for joining. And yeah, just please, if you can, join and help with this group. Help these guys help us. That would be great. And if you can, you can always help us with our daily goal. And if you help us enough with our daily goal, you could be in our top 7, like those folks right there. Top 7 for the last 30 days. That Star Wars guy leapt to the lead at number 1, followed by Top Fuel at number 2, Atlas Redux number 3, Jwax at number 4, Emil at number 5, CompuArt at number 6, and Ozzy Astaroth at number 7. So our big goal today, can help us get to it, $25. $25. Let's do it. All right. That's all. That's all I got. I just want to say hi to Tori and say hi to Daniel. Let's bring them out. There they are.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hi guys. Hi everybody.
Hi. They all say hi. You still don't like look at the chat or anything, right? You
I
just
know
sort
because
of
I
do.
can't get it. I don't have it unless I look at my phone. I may tried that, but that didn't work. Right. It's
Well, the thing is, we always hop on here like 5 minutes before the stream starts. So maybe next time we have you on, we'll get you on like 15 minutes or 20 minutes before, and then we can talk you through with a little bit more ease how to negotiate or navigate the chat
okay.
people and say hi to them if you want. But
Yeah, I thought we tried that and it didn't work for some reason.
we might have.
But anyway, I often go back and later read the chat
Oh, that's good.
because it's nice to hear what people say. And
Uh,
I love the dialogue between everybody.
yeah,
Yeah,
me
because
too.
whenever you're on, people say nice things about you. And whenever we're on, people say bad things about us. Like, that guy on the right isn't funny. That guy on the left talks a lot. That guy on the
No,
right, they don't even know our names. That's why I added the titles at the bottom. So at least they'll know who to insult.
Exactly. Not the
That
guy
is
on the right.
true. Everybody loves you guys.
Well, let's finish this conversation about, I mean, wait, do you feel the same way, Tori, about like when you hear like, oh yeah, back in 2006, does that feel like not very long ago? Or do you have, that's the
Um,
thing that we were talking about is like,
yeah, it does. It doesn't, because my kids were little. That feels sometimes like just yesterday, and sometimes it feels like a long time ago. But it does feel like the 90s they feel so far away.
I know,
Feel like so long, like a whole other life ago, which is
totally.
yeah. But
But when we were in the 90s, and then you said, let's say it's 1995 and someone said, "Oh, remember back in 86 when this thing happened?" That felt it was easier to compartmentalize how far back that was.
yeah,
But
yes.
in the 2000s, I don't know, it just feels like it's
Yeah,
all
okay.
kind
Well,
of
what's weird is when my kids were like younger and they would talk about the 80s like it was such a cool period and clothes in the 80s and all that, and it made me think about i went I went to a sock hop my school when I was
That's not the 80s, that's
no
the
no I
50s.
know when I was in sixth grade my school had a little dance in sixth grade, and they put on a little sock hop, so we had to wear 50s outfits, so I had to like wear bobby socks and
Yeah.
a little skirt and everything. And I remember thinking, oh my God, that's so long ago. But when you do the math, this was like, it was not a different, like the
It
amount
was
of,
the same distance what
it
your
was the
kids were
same
saying
distance.
about
Yes. And
the
so that,
80s.
that freaked me out because,
Yeah.
I mean, that seemed like ancient times, the 50s.
I remember because back, we would see all these movies that glorified the 50s, the Happy Days and the American Graffiti and all that stuff that came out. And it just seemed like this bizarro world that,
Greasers
couldn't.
and yeah.
No, I know. I remember there was a clothing store in LA called The Factory in the 80s. And I didn't live in LA, so I would have to drive, specifically to get there. So I could buy my parachute pants.
My parachute pants, I got those at Camp Beverly Hills and they had a sale.
Nice. And also there's like a parachute jackety thing that I had. So I was all parachute for a while. I wish I had some pictures of that stuff.
Yeah, I love
Also
I
paisley
had
shirts. A lot of paisley shirts back in the day.
paisley shirts. I don't think I had a paisley shirt. I had like a lot of peasant shirts, but I had wallabies, remember wallabies, but
Oh
those
yeah.
came back. And what else? Ditto jeans.
Ditto jeans. I forgot.
Dittos?
I remember hearing. I vaguely remember that. Sounds familiar.
We're so old.
We are. Then I'm just embracing it at this point. Well, it is so great to have you here, and we're thrilled that you continue to come spend time with us. We're
Okay.
gonna start a new game today, and the idea, and I'm not sure, we'll see how it goes, but we put the word out that we wanted to find a game that would be particularly fun for you because we don't get you all the time. So we put this out to our donors and our supporters, and so did a poll, and this is the one that won. So if you don't like this game, Tori, it's their fault, not mine or Daniel's.
Next
We've done all
time,
we could do.
next time, join our Discord server and vote for the game you want to play.
I'm
She
gonna
won't know, like I won't know. She
No,
doesn't
I
can't,
keep
can't-
meaning to do that. By the way, I have a bunch of workers in our backyard, so hopefully it won't get noisy, but let me know if it's bothersome.
No worry.
problem. No worry.
Oh,
Smart.
also, I wanted to tell you that Ian's sweet mate in call, he's in New York going to school now, is a big fan of Phantasmagoria.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This was, and did he get to meet you?
I haven't met him yet. I don't know. I haven't met them. I don't know anything about them except that they're a Phantasmagoria fan. So that
Did
makes
your
me happy.
son immediately get some street cred knowing
I
that
think
having
so. I think so. Yeah. That makes
he got the bigger room, he got the bigger
already
bed.
got a bigger room. For somehow he got a room with his roommate with no roommate.
What?
The roommate couldn't come and they haven't filled the room yet. So he has a room to himself with a big
Oh.
window. He got so lucky.
Nice. Oh, that's fantastic. Good for him. That's great. That's great.
Anyway,
All right. Well, good. You've got yeah, that's good. It's worked out. It's worked out very well. It's all worth it now.
yeah, it's all worth it now.
Okay, Daniel, tell us what we're in for. Or do we want to just dive in?
First of all, I want to say that it's mind-blowing that, in the previous live stream, you said that the 2000s feel like, or it feels like the 2000s, the early 2000s are recent, unlike the 90s, because we thought it was a millennial thing. And since you said that, I started thinking whether or not we compartmentalize the decades according to fashion, because you have 70s fashion and 80s fashion and 90s fashion, and you have early 2000s fashion, but you don't have anything specific after that. You don't have, 2006 till 2024 fashion. You have today's fashion, which is similar to the late 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. So I think it's fashion that makes us feel like it's more recent. Because nowadays, when you watch movies from 2004, the only thing that dates them is the cell phones. And that's it. Don't say that they dress awkward or anything.
Yeah.
You say that their cell phones are old. Anyway, regarding Broken Sword, back in the 90s, my father would attend medical conventions in the US, and every time he'd go, I'd send him a list of games I want him to buy, because back then, games over here would cost like $100 a game, and in the US it was $50 a game, so it was a lot cheaper. It was like half price in the US. So one of the games I asked him in his visit in 1996 was the game Broken Sword: Shadow of the Templars. But the thing is that the US publisher of the game didn't feel like the title is, engaging enough. So he changed the name completely to Circle of Blood. And my father didn't buy this game because Circle of Blood doesn't sound like a kid-friendly game for a kid, even though it had the kids to adults rating at the bottom. But still, it's Circle of Blood.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you didn't get it. He didn't bring it home.
No.
What was the original title again?
So the original title is Broken Sword 1, Shadow of the Templars. But they changed it to Circle of Blood out of the blue.
And who's
in the
they?
US.
This is
The government.
The US?
The US publisher of the game.
Wow. Okay. Weird.
So the creator of the game doesn't know why they chose that name.
And
But
how
when
is it
this-
you've gone all these years without, you grew up and your dad had no more,
Well, I
he
got
didn't have.
Broken Sword 2 because they called it Broken Sword 2, even though there is no Broken Sword 1 in the US. So I played Broken
Well-
Sword 2, and that was enough.
They changed titles. They changed the title of the holdovers in I think it was in France.
Really?
To
Like
what?
winter something. I can't remember. Winter. I have it on my phone. I'll have to look. Winter.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I think
Wait,
Yeah,
they
might have-
changed the English title, or they translated it too? Because, for example, even in Hebrew, they translate the names of movies to weird things, like, The Hangover is called On the Way to the Wedding, You Go to Vegas. That's the actual name of the movie. On the Way to the Wedding, you stop at Vegas.
Wow.
So
That's bizarre.
changing the name of the movie may be, they change it to something more appealing to the local audience, but they changed the English title of the game to something else in the US, and that's weird.
Yeah, no, they did change the English title to, I'm trying to find it, to something else.
They changed it
What?
to Winter Break in France.
Winter Break. Yeah, Winter Break.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And
So-
MDQP just said Phantasmagoria, Shadow of Blood. So there we go. That should be the next one. All right. So what are we in for? Do we need to have some context before we start? Do we want to just
No, it's the
start?
first game in the series, so you'll get all the context and exposition in the intro. And since this is a new version that came out a while ago, they upscaled all the graphics and they made everything look more modern. And they even
Okay.
changed the gameplay itself. So when the game starts, you can choose between the classic point-and-click adventure game and story mode, which is a much easier game, less puzzles, and you have more cutscenes and less puzzles.
No, what are we gonna do? We're doing classic, right? Are we doing
Yeah.
classic? We don't
Yeah,
want to do easy. We have Tori here. We don't need to be easy.
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm by myself, I go the easy mode.
exactly. If it would have been the two of us, then we'd watch the
Is this
gameplay
something you have to
through-
play, or can you give somebody control?
No, I'm giving you guys control. So,
Ooh.
Paul, do you want to start? Tori, do you want to start?
Paul, you start.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay, Paul,
All right.
you do you.
There we go. Come on. There we go. New game. Booyah. Can everybody hear, or is this all working? Let's click. There we go. Start new game. Start new game.
Okay, so this is the new options of story mode and classic.
Incidental actions you have tried before are removed. Keep track of repeat actions. So we should do classic, right? Or would you
Yeah.
suggest? What are you
Yeah.
suggesting, Daniel? Yeah, classic.
Let's do the classic.
So are there going to be people watching saying, "Oh, you're playing the upscaled version. I want you to play the old classic, the one that we all played when we were."
Are we playing the
Okay.
classic? I thought he clicked classic.
I
Well,
did,
we're
but
playing the classic game with a modern graphics. So
Oh.
it's a remastered version.
I'll try to keep up. Sorry.
control method at any time. I don't know what. I
Mouse,
guess
mouse,
right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so
yeah.
now it actually gives you a tutorial of the whole point-and-click concept. Because, people nowadays don't know what point-and-click adventure games are.
Wow. 2. Move cursor to find points of interest. I know this. I'm an experienced gamer. When over something interesting, action icons will pop up. Like pick it up. Okay. Left click to interact. Right click to examine. Click here to show the menu bar. Okay. Well, they really do have to dumb this down, but I would have appreciated this.
Mm.
But I had Daniel to do this for me. And he
You
was
really
way
have to
snarkier
dumb
than
this down. 5 minutes into the game, you can't find the where the menu is, where the
Paris in the
inventory.
fall, the last months
Okay,
of
here
the
we go.
year and the end of the
Quiet,
millennium.
everyone.
The
End of
city holds
millennium.
many memories for me, of cafes, of music, of love, and of death.
Was this a big gaming company, this Revolution?
They worked on Beneath a Steel Sky that we played a while back.
Oh. Reforged. What does Reforged mean?
They reforged it.
I don't know what Reforged means, though. What is Reforged? Ooh, it's pretty.
I think it originally. Have you looked at the original one, Daniel? Can you compare the two? Is it just better graphics?
Yeah, it's better graphics. It's upscale graphics. So we can switch to the classic mode mid-game if you want.
One that takes place in Paris.
The Leaning Tower of the Eiffel Tower. Oh, okay. We got a. Look, we're watching an Archie and Jughead show. Uh-oh.
Hmm.
I'll teach you to pop a balloon. All right, stand up.
As I picked
And-
myself up, all I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me. But the explosion was to change my life forever.
I would think that if you...
MDQP tipped $10. Let's start with a bang. Wait, not that kind of bang. The game is clowning on us.
Thank you,
so,
MDQP.
So in this new UI, even though we're in the classic mode, you have a new UI, which shows you that the left click does what the icon on the left shows you, which is use, and the right click does what the icon on the right shows you, which is
Okay,
like,
so I'm going to look at the umbrella.
The umbrella had protected me from the bomb blast, but it was of no use to me now.
bulletproof
How does
umbrella.
an umbrella protect you? So I can't, let's see. So it's gone. I can click that. I'm going to pick it up.
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
That sounds good. That'd be like what I would do.
The table had been overturned by the explosion.
All right,
I
let's go take a
considered
look at it.
straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Okay.
All right, so they're showing us a bunch of things that we can't do. All right.
Maybe this guy is the.
Don't tell me what I can do.
Uh-oh.
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
Oh, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the
I'm
American
innocent, I'm an
consul.
American.
Drop your weapons
That's a bold
and get down
statement.
on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche.
Oh, well, geez, all right. I didn't get to look around very much.
What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
Stop what?
Stop holding your breath at once.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead?
Stop
No.
holding your breath.
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides,
Aw.
I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead. Clearly, the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we know is that he is dead.
It seemed reasonable to assume that...
A great detective assumes nothing. Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious character, monsieur. Why, he was no more real than Poirot or Tintin.
That's different, Moo. They were comedy Belgians. Anyway, it is unlikely that even you will learn much from talking to the dead. Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can. Et
Okay.
maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I guess so.
That's
But
what it used to
from
look
the
like.
bomb blast.
Oh,
Hmm.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the
Nice.
time of
Thank
the
you
explosion?
for that.
Yeah,
You're
I was
clicking the
sitting out on
tab
the
button?
sidewalk. I
I
was
was,
lucky
yeah.
I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Oh, did I see the deceased? Who's the deceased? Can I figure out? I guess we did, didn't we? Did we see him go through? Sure.
We saw the clown. I don't know if we saw the man.
Yeah, I don't think we did. Okay. Well, before we make this statement, so our dude is from California. So those of Tori, you were abroad not too long ago. Did you have to apologize for being an American? Did you go, I'm from America, but, or were you
no, but it was interesting to talk about
you
politics.
get a lot of people, yeah, you get a lot of people going, what's going on over there?
Yeah, a little depressing, but
Yeah, I'll bet. I think
yeah.
even that's funny.
Yeah, it was no, but we did feel my sisters are really kind of loud and boisterous. So I felt like everywhere we went, we were the loud American.
When I traveled, this is years ago, I traveled abroad. I met numerous Americans who would put a Canadian flag on their backpack just to sort of not have to deal with the. This is
Well,
horrible. We should not have to. We should be.
I used to be proud, but
I know. I want to be proud again. Okay, let's get back. No, we don't know.
No.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
A clown. I'm
Yeah,
kicking this
there was a
game's
guy
butt.
dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion?
Well, it's more of a
Bon.
one of those little.
The picture is forming in my mind.
What's the little
and
accordion?
it is
That's
not
not
a
called an
tricky
accordion. It's
one.
called a. It's not a squeeze box. It's something else.
Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Very well. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope
saw
this
him.
little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you
feel
remember
like
anything
we're
Wow,
of importance,
They're standing
please
in
contact
a
me.
crime scene.
My
Someone's
car.
dead. Back
there could be
there.
another bomb for all they know.
Yeah. And he's
Thanks.
certain that he's
That
safe.
is all. You may go.
There's not
Yeah,
much
let's
to
go
go
on
on,
with our
monsieur.
vacation.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
Oh, I thought he was going to pull his face, a mask off his face or something. Interesting.
So you have a new inventory item.
I had an old inventory item. Where did that come from? Where did I get to my inventory?
Wait, what was
Who's
the
this?
inventory item you just got?
Where do I find it? How do I get to it? I got to look at the thing again.
Well, why is that?
The inventory is over here in the bottom left.
Bottom left. Okay. Here we. Oh, there we go.
What is that?
Oh, the card. We got Rosso's card. Let's look at it. I don't know.
The card from him, yeah.
Okay. Doop. She's gonna take pictures
The
until we
card
go
read,
talk to her.
Augustin
talk-
Rosso, and gave an address to the south of the Montparnasse Cemetery.
So all we know is that we're just a California dude on vacation. That's it.
Yeah?
All right.
The girl presented a confident but sullen mask to the world, an expression more suited to the face of a delinquent youth.
I think he's a burgeoning pulp writer.
Excuse me, mademoiselle?
Then did you just click on her?
Yeah, I clicked on.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
right, on holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
I couldn't
Oh,
believe
he's
it.
dead.
She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
Well, what's that, some kind of nightclub?
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. You know, an eyewitness account. Minutes after
I'm
the
enjoying
outrage
the
that shook
outdoor
the whole of
bird
Paris.
sounds. And...
You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
Oh, okay, something. We can ask her about the clown. We can ask her about the guy. Ask her about herself, I guess, and then Hercule Poirot. All right. Or we can get out of here. So let's ask her about the clown.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Oh,
Bye.
Who's the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Planter. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
But did he
Good.
ever tell her he's dead?
Good thing she was late.
Yeah.
can we ask about the clown again? Why'd the clown come back up? Let's ask.
Why won't you tell me about this clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he
clown was my
almost
father.
killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen,
He was my
I'll give you
boyfriend.
my phone number.
All right, we got
555.
another.
You
All right, we
help
got
me with
another
my
inventory
story,
item.
and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one
All
thing
right.
straight right now. This is strictly business.
We will
Okay,
not
it's
fall
a
in
deal.
love.
I have
We
to
will
go
not.
develop these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
Fine, I'll see you soon.
Wait, I had more things to ask you. Come back. There were more items to ask you about. Come back. Dang it. All right, now what? Other things. I'm looking around. What's that?
You,
right there?
you see, it's
Table.
helping you out with those little.
Yeah, I see the little
Hot
thing.
I
spot
considered
animations.
straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Okay, why are you showing us the table?
had been
If
overturned by the explosion.
I hate it when they like make things available and then they just say, "Oh, there's nothing to see here."
The other table was lighting up and
Yeah, but there's nothing to do. We can talk
So
to
he
this
doesn't
guy.
want to touch the table because it would, he doesn't want to mess up the evidence, but he just walked inside the crime scene and probably contaminated it by
Oh, we don't have her
walking
card.
all over it.
All right.
Well,
All
what
right,
about the umbrella? We can't, there's nothing there either. It was
say
like-
again, Tori?
The umbrella was lighting up as well, but is,
You know, last time we tried it, it just said I can't do anything with it. So,
what do you, okay, so when you get that, you can either do something with it, that's the gears, right?
right.
Mhm.
So I click. I'm going to do a normal left click, and he's going to say try to do something, and it's going to say I can't do anything.
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
Oh, that's what he said before.
And then if I do it again, I just click right, and and if you're just on your, I think you have right click on your
No,
MacBook.
I just have a flat.
You can
mouse.
do when you have the control, you can do control click, and that'll do it. But anyways, okay, let's go talk to the sergeant.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
You are
Did
the
you do that, Daniel?
inspector. Go
Mhm.
on, monsieur.
Tell me about the
I
clown.
really did see the clown. He ran into the alley across the street.
Did you follow him?
That's your job, not mine.
An armed chase through the streets of Paris? That's not our style, monsieur. Inspector Rousseau may be unorthodox, but he's not crazy.
Right? What about Inspector Rosso?
How did you and Rosso arrive at the scene of the explosion so quickly?
I love that
You
we're just a
arrived at midnight.
random California
tip-off?
dude
Inspector Rousseau's sources are a
with nothing to
perpetual
do.
mystery to me, monsieur.
Looking
now
for the
we're trying to
closest
solve-
He has made a
Starbucks.
pact
I
with
know.
the devil.
And what do you think?
I think he is the devil.
Wait, the detective is the devil?
Oh yeah, I think he does think he's the devil.
What?
Let's ask about this guy.
I was
Because
one of the
he
last people to see
deals
the
with,
victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does.
He deals
I
with
feel like I owe it to
paranormal
him to
stuff.
find his killer.
Okay, wait.
That
He
is
just
best
said
left to the authorities, monsieur.
How do I
Did he
how do I
speak to you?
pause?
Tell you
He-
anything?
No, he just
Daniel,
how do I
grinned
pause?
and nodded.
Hmm?
Don't let it
We
trouble you,
don't
monsieur.
pause,
Go home and try to forget.
right?
Did
Okay.
he say he was the last person to see the victim alive? I thought he didn't see him go in.
No, we saw him when he was already in the cafe because we saw the clown plant the bomb next to him. We saw him before the bomb exploded, but I don't think we saw him going into the cafe.
Right. So,
We
but our
saw
main
him.
character says he saw him. He was the last person to see him alive.
Yeah,
So-
because we saw that the clown planted the bomb next to
Okay,
the
so
guy.
we're seeing through his perspective. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because we saw him. We saw him looking.
Yeah, that's what we're
at
saying. Yeah. So
the
that
person.
that scene where we saw the bomb explode must have been from our protagonist's
Yeah, I was
perspective.
assuming just we saw it on him because he was in.
Yeah.
But he's gonna see what we see. Okay, got it.
All right, I'm gonna ask some more questions here.
What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once over, as you Americans say.
Huh?
Once he gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
Was he serious about all that psycho detective stuff?
Of course, Inspector Rousseau is a pioneer and a visionary. His revolutionary methods, once perfected, may change the face of law enforcement forever.
I can't see it taking off in LA.
It's quite a talky little game we got going here.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantar.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, man, I can
You know
play
everything there is to
basketball
know
as
about
well
him.
as those
Soon enough.
dudes.
I'm trying
I'm
to be
tall.
helpful here.
Between
The best way
GK2
you
and
can
Broken
help us is
Sword,
to go
my heart
home,
was
monsieur.
torn. Good choice.
Who was that?
CJ, $30.
CJ.
Thank you, CJ.
Oh man, thanks, bud. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough choice because in one game you have an American going to Europe to, solve
See you later, Sergeant.
let's call it a murder mystery, and in the other game we have an American in Europe trying to solve, a murder mystery.
It's very similar.
The
Yeah.
blast had blown out the glass,
They
leaving
both
a
sound like
gaping
California
hole.
dudes too. All
Can we-
right.
Go for a walk or something?
Wait a second.
Can we get the hell out of here?
Wait,
Let's do it.
Give me controls for a sec.
All right. All right.
Many options.
Can we go for a walk or something? We might as well look at the
Backpack through Europe
Look at
in the
it.
game.
Right.
Yeah.
I like this game though so far.
All right, where would you like to go, Tori? So let me show you what we got here. We have
She wants to visit the Eiffel Tower.
we can go. It looks like we can go that way.
Hmm.
Can we? Doesn't look like we can go anywhere else. So the only way I think we can go is lamppost.
Oh, let's do the
It was an
lamppost.
iron lamppost. I considered
God.
climbing the lamppost, but it wasn't going to
All
shed
right.
any light on the affair.
Game.
Climbing the
So
lamppost.
GA in the chat says, pick up the newspaper near the umbrella.
Wait. Oh no! How do I get back? Pick
Yeah,
up the
I was wondering
newspaper.
about the newspaper, but I
I
thought
didn't see the newspaper.
it didn't light up. It wasn't
By where?
right by the lamppost. There's a newspaper. Oh, it is lighting up. Okay, yeah.
I don't. Oh, that's a newspaper. Okay.
Tori is very
Wrapped around the
perceptive.
lamppost was a newspaper.
It was obscured by the chair.
The leading article
We can-
referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the
It'd be
only
great
news
if you
story.
just pulled
The
up a
rest was
chair and we
rumors,
just spent the
gossip,
rest of
and
the game
sensationalism.
reading.
Then I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah ad-Din, 1345.
1345. Remember that, y'all. All right, now let's get out of here. You found an item. New controls help is available. View this now.
So do you want to get a tutorial explaining
No.
how to use the inventory?
Now you know how to. You can be our inventorial guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need you. We don't need no stinking tutorial. We have a stinking Daniel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Haley in the chat suggested that we three should play Phantasmagoria one day. We did.
Couple times. Workman. Okay, let's talk to the workman. Do you want to go for more of a walk, or do
Yeah,
we want
there's-
to?
Something inside that tent that we can look at, and there's this
Yeah.
we can talk to, and there's a telephone there. There's lots to do here.
There is lots to do here. So relax, everyone. Okay, let's talk to the
down.
workman. I just wanted to make sure you're getting your steps in.
Oh,
Hi,
thank you.
can you spare a few minutes?
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled
Wonder
that
what the
gun,
casting call was.
Gah!
Can
I
you
thought
do
that
a
was it.
cheesy
those
French accent?
automatics, but
Call
what a
us.
punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You, a terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
Terrorist. All right, let's ask about. Oh, they moved it around. We're not going to start with the clown. We're going to start with the dead guy.
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait,
Look at
silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Can't beat. I could have knocked his block off.
Let's ask another. Wait, okay, the clown. Yeah.
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
We get to keep talking. Do we get to ask him about the newspaper?
Would you like
yeah.
to read my newspaper?
Why would I?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on
Nice.
your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Oh my god.
Wow. I did not
Ah.
expect this.
Look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Cha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's
This
more
game is
like
taking a
it.
turn.
Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this?
What is happening?
Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de
Is he
Triomphe.
gonna go through
It's
the
a
entire?
racehorse?
Can I get it
A
back?
horse, a legend. Bucephalus
He's in
reborn,
the
mon
sports
ami.
section.
Like a streak of lightning, she is.
Now he's like everything that was wrong in the 90s.
Yeah.
In one person.
Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What nag? What is happening? Can I get my? Don't I need to
Shoot
get
him!
the?
Shoot him!
Can I?
We know that it's a horse. Wait, so
I'm so good. Well, what's that thing up here? There was a red thing up here.
well, first what's that thing in the tent that you just that thing on the inside?
Okay, let's take a look.
Toolbox. Let's see if we can fit it inside these pants like Paul did.
I found a
Fantasy Lord
T-shaped tool in the box. I didn't know what it was, but it looked useful.
Okay.
Oh, he's
We'll
stealing.
look at the telephone. Nicole Collard. Let's call her.
You
Right,
have two
Nicole?
phone numbers.
Nico.
Salah ad-Din.
No, I have one. Salah ad-Din.
That's the horse, right? I thought Salah ad-Din was.
Bonjour, Kula.
Oh, hi. It's
The
George
music.
Stobart, the American at the cafe.
I know the music
Ah,
sounds like
oui.
I'm interested in you romantically.
said to
but I
call
know we're
if I
gonna
could
stay
help.
Strictly
Have
business.
you any news for me?
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
You found nothing.
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call me if you have any news, okay?
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
Adieu, monsieur.
Yeah, see ya.
Let's call her back. Wait, now what's the thing about?
Oh, that's that door.
There's a different number. What's
That's-
this? Nico.
No, that's her phone
Nico.
number, and that's the
Nico,
horse's
Nico.
number.
Nico. What's the horse's number?
Salah.
Oh, okay. But I can call her. Why are these numbers? I'm going to call her again. See what happens.
That's her
Bonjour,
phone number.
Kula.
I know.
It's me again, George Stobart.
Hi, George.
I miss you.
Any news?
No.
No,
How about
news.
you?
No, nothing new.
I just like to hear the sound of your voice. But okay, bye.
Wow,
Okay,
people.
go to that door. See that door?
Yeah, the door.
Yeah.
What about the tent? Do we want to go in the tent? Wait.
Maybe in there. You want to go inside?
Yeah, let's check out the tent first. The door is going to be a big.
There was nothing
adventure.
inside the tent except a large toolbox.
Can I get my newspaper back? Do I still have the newspaper?
Wow,
Oh,
people.
man.
Calling people on their landline was really something back in the 90s. I think we were much more confident because in order to call our friends, we had to talk to their parents each and every time because we'd call the landline and their parents would answer. Then we'd
Yeah.
have to ask for that
The
person
door
or
was
another.
securely locked.
How do we? Oh, there's a tool. We have a tool, you guys.
Yeah, let's use the tool. Let's break in.
Let's break. Let's break in. We're just on vacation, George.
No, but we're innocent. We're American.
Oh, he gave a little thing. Like, no, I can't do nothing with that. All right, I guess we're gonna have to come back, unless there's a key on the ground somewhere.
Let's look around.
We break a window. Honk. All right, so I think we've seen all the things. Can't get in the door, can't climb the tree. The only thing I think we can do is go to the right here.
Yeah. I think that was smart that you gave him the newspaper, though.
But what if I gave him the
I mean-
inspector's card? Could I have done that?
Yeah, maybe.
Ooh, look at this.
Hmm.
Does this remind you of your visit, Tori? Is this what you would use to walk around Paris? The same map?
We didn't go to Paris this last time, though.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we were there last fall.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Do you speak the language, by the way? Are you
no.
Oh, no.
I mean, I tried a little bit, but I don't very well at all.
Okay, so we've got a police. Looks like that's our only other option here. Right? I guess
Wait.
we're going to go to the police office.
Wait, the cafe we were just there. I guess the police office. Yeah. I guess more things will open up, like
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, let's go to the
Wait, so
police
Tori,
office.
do you know any other languages apart from English?
me.
Yeah.
A little bit of Spanish. I tried to learn a little Italian. I think I'm gonna start speaking Italian. I I'm
And
going
if
to,
you turn the music down a little bit.
Yeah, I'll turn the music down. So, you said that you know Spanish a little and Italian. That's interesting that you know Italian.
no, just I don't know it. I want to learn it. I've tried to learn it before, but I just didn't spend enough time. So I want to start learning Italian, I think.
You do, what is that app? that everybody
Duolingo.
does? Duolingo.
Yeah, I was doing Duolingo to try to learn some French before the trip. And I mean, I took a little bit in high school. I mean, not high school, college. I took
Should
Spanish.
Should we call, what's her name just to hear her voice?
Hey, Nico.
You're
Let's do it.
obsessed with her, Paul.
I just want to annoy her. She's like, I don't know why it makes me laugh. I want her to get mad at
Bonjour,
me.
Kula.
It's me
Yeah.
again, George Stobart.
Hi, George. Any news?
No, it's the
How
same
about you?
thing.
No, nothing new.
I mean, she looks to the side because he's not there, but he looks straight at her, like breaking the
Yeah.
fourth wall and the fifth wall. And
All right, so it looks like the only thing we can do is this guy. We go in here. What's going on? Just him? The
Maybe we
fan?
watch him first, and then more things will open.
Yeah, I guess so.
so, just so you know, Italian is very similar to Romanian. So, once you know Italian, you'll know Romanian.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Not so fast. I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident, it would help us to know where to
Accident.
send the baudet.
Look, is this really
Bonnet.
necessary? I came in here to talk to Rosso.
The French accents are getting
why
a
did
little
you
worse
not
with
say?
each new character. Question for anybody. So when I hovered over our policeman, you had the option to look at him and or talk to him. Would anybody have chosen to look at him first, or just would you gone? I went straight to talking to him. What would you have done? Is there any reason to look at the character before you decide to interact with him?
well, if you look at him, maybe you can see what he's doing. Will they do show a close up of something he's looking at? I don't know. Maybe try it next time just to see.
Yeah, I will.
Have you had any reports concerning a suspicious clown?
Why, yes. There was a fracas only this morning.
I
3
forgot.
arrests for public disorder.
And you say there was
What?
a clown involved?
A clown and a particularly offensive piece of sculpture with balloons. Are you in any way involved with the reprobate, monsieur?
No, not me.
No, not me. All right, so the clown's gone. Let's find out about our.
May I see Inspector Rosso?
He is not here.
But
Do you wish to leave a message for him? I have a choice of blue or black
Message?
pen. I'd recommend the blue for a less formal communication.
I'd
I will
prefer to
just
talk
send
to him in
him-
person.
As you wish, monsieur.
I'll just send him my thoughts via paranormal activity. So, whoa, okay, Daniel.
Wow, in the
Yeah.
in the classic look, he looks old. It looks like he has wrinkles all over his face.
Yeah, let's stay classic for a little bit.
His
Okay.
posture is really bad. His posture is really terrible.
Yeah, it's like Paul's posture in Phantasmagoria 2.
Is Sergeant Moo
Oh,
available?
stop it.
What?
I was setting you,
You
up
want
for
to
that
speak
one.
to him?
Yes, please.
I cannot recall the last time someone asked to speak to Moo. No one ever
Moo.
speaks to him. Not even his kids. Eh bien. He is not here, monsieur. He is with Inspector Rosso, like Laurel and Kitten. No, monsieur?
Hardy. Oliver Norville Hardy.
Okay, Hardy. Hardy, har. Let's ask more about Russell.
Do you know anything about Rosso's psychic techniques?
I cannot comment on my superior's methods. All I
Because
will
he can
say
read my mind,
is
and I
that
will get in
Inspector
trouble.
Rosso has an impressive record.
He's a good detective?
One of the best. He's a man of honor, with a fine sense of duty.
You wouldn't say he was a screwball?
Not to his face, monsieur.
Okay, so if I give him,
Give him
that's his card. I should give him his card. Let's find out what this whole thing's about.
Have you any idea what this tool is used for?
Oui, monsieur. It is a dipstick.
And you, my friend, are a dipstick.
Take a look at this.
Inspector Rosso's personal card. Where did you get this?
He gave it to me.
Why?
I think he was impressed with my
Wow.
powers of observation. He asked me to contact him if I had any information.
I see. You are a grass.
What?
What?
What's a
Okay.
grass?
Thanks for your help,
Well,
officer.
First of all, his powers of observation were not that great, and he was being very self-involved in the moment. You didn't ask about me.
Yeah, exactly. Seems like some things were opening up here. I'm gonna go back to
Can we walk back there?
I don't know, can we?
There's a file
Yeah,
cabinet.
just walk into the police station.
Come back here. Come back here.
We can't
Um,
we can't go into
so
the
this is the only thing that opens up. Oh, let's see what it says if you look at him.
The policeman was not much older than me. His face wore an expression of intense concentration.
Okay.
Okay, so there's the phones.
Maybe
another phone.
this
There's
was
two
more
phones.
useful in the classic version because you can't really see his expression in this low resolution. But over here, you see his expression, so we don't need to look at him.
Well, okay, that's a good point. But okay, those phones are different. And we only clicked on one. Should we click on the other phone? The
Sure.
Yeah, call Nico.
Let's call Nicole again. Nico again.
See how they look different?
Yeah.
Call her. Call her.
No, it's the same line. It's how do I get out of this?
Okay, what about the horse?
Can I call a horse?
Call
that-
him.
That's not.
Can't call
Okay.
them.
How do I get out?
You need to call someone,
All right,
preferably
Nicole.
her.
Is there a phone number on the card?
Bonjour, Kula.
It's me again.
I
George
love the
Stillbark.
music that comes
Hi,
up
George.
every time.
Any news?
No.
No,
How about
still
you?
no news.
No, nothing new.
How's your day? Okay, come back. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Is there a phone number on the card the inspector gave us?
Yeah, look in your inventory.
Sure, let's do that.
No, don't use it. Look at it.
All right, all
Right.
right, all right, all right.
Yeah.
The card read Augustin Rosso and gave an address to the south of the Montparnasse Cemetery.
Let's go to the cemetery. So there's nothing to do here. I just talked to a guy. What's this? It just seems like I should be able to go somewhere, doesn't it?
Well, the address on the card was near the cemetery, so that's probably this building,
I
right?
guess we got to get out of here. Can I double click? Double click. Double click.
Let the
Alright,
man
so-
walk.
Well, heck. Let's see. I guess we have to go back to our original spot, huh?
So the dipstick is used to open manholes. So find the manhole and shove that dipstick.
All right, let's look for a manhole.
All right.
Maybe there's a
I guess
key.
we got to go back this way. I don't know. Are we? I feel like it's like we've already lost. I feel like the game already beat us. Is there
We've
nowhere
already
else
lost.
to go? There we go. Look at that. There was a spot to go to.
Surely there's a manhole that way.
There's got to be a manhole. Oh, we're gonna go in here.
We're going down this little passageway.
Whoa.
Oh, there's a manhole.
If only there was a manhole. Let's see.
Oh, there's
That's-
lots of things we can look at in
There
here.
was a
so
plastic
many
crate.
things. All right.
Next time I'm going to Europe, I'm taking a dipstick.
There was nothing of interest.
This game just throws us it's like more nothing of interest than any other game. There's a trash can. And there's nothing of interest.
He's gonna look inside. Poor cat.
Hey, that's Phantasmagoria.
I
That
think that
sounded like
because the
actually,
two,
you know what? The funny thing is that sounded like the exact same sound effect as Spaz. I wonder if there's just like a generic cat
Yeah.
scream.
Vault of sound effects. Cat.
Anything else around here before we use any other useless thing?
you know, you
No,
guys
is
are used
that-
to FMV adventure games because you were part of two of them, two of the better ones. And the thing is that in an FMV game, it's pretty expensive to film main character
I took a
interacting
deep breath
with
and prepared
everything.
to climb the drain pipe.
So you only interacted with things
I
that
guess the clown
actually
had an escape over
were
the rooftops.
important.
Mhm.
But in classic point-and-click adventure games, you had a lot of red herrings in each and every room that didn't do anything to progress the plot or to help you in any way.
Just to keep people guessing.
I think that there's a difference between.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelled
He
like
put
the
that
entrance
huge
to
thing
a
in his
sewer.
pocket. Go down. All right. Boy, you're really enjoying your vacation there, George, aren't you? I think if you're gonna have the red herrings, then just saying nothing of interest is you can do better than that. You can have a better way of showing us something that doesn't further the
What's
plot.
his incentive to go into the sewer?
Yeah, what's his incentive to be? I love that we know nothing about him. We don't have a single clue about who he is or
No,
what his.
I mean,
Maybe
if he had been set up to be this very curious guy, but he starts off being super self-involved and kind of like
Totally. I know, he's just sitting at a cafe. He's bummed that someone didn't talk to him or that noticed him. What's that red thing up there? Do you see that little?
yeah, I
thing
mean
that keeps
he's too busy harassing Nico. He probably thinks there's a Starbucks down here. So,
going- Yeah, you think it would be great if he didn't want to do this, but he kept having to do it. Or, all right,
or
let's
if you
check out
click
the red
3
ball.
times, then he goes into the sewer regardless.
He's just naturally very curious.
Curious George.
It was a shiny red plastic ball sat in.
It's a ball, it's a nose, it's a clown nose.
Floor.
Let's pick it up.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn.
It does seem like the
It
audio
was the clown's red nose.
changes sometimes. Like he must have. There's the red nose. All right, now what? What was this?
It's funny how they said, I realized it was intended to be worn, instead of just saying, it's the clown nose.
Yeah, right. Totally.
I mean, it's one thing to go into the sewer. It's another to pick up something from the sewer floor and placing it in your pocket.
This is the clown's tissue.
Oh, Jesus.
Ew, pick up that tissue. Ew.
Now blow your nose with it.
With your
I
bare
smelled up the
hands.
sodden tissue.
Smell it. Give it a smell.
It was
skipped it.
cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Jesus.
Okay. Should I look at some of this stuff? Let's see. Nose.
Pick up. Just
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Yeah, that tissue looks like it needs an exorcist.
This is just going to say the
The
same thing
nose
as
was
before.
hollow. Printed on the inside were the words La Risée du Monde, Paris.
Aha. Good to know.
It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
All right. Fair enough. All
What's
right.
that thing? There's something hooked on that.
Oh, yeah.
Can we not click it?
It looks like we should, doesn't it? There we go.
Okay, so he
Scrap
took off
of
his
material.
nose and he wiped the makeup off his face.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
Let's take a look at it. What does it say?
It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
Okay, good. Let's go up the ladder. Let's go up the ladder.
He was just a clown in a costume.
That was it? He's not like a.
He's the clown in a costume, and that's
Hi there. Hold it right there, you.
Wait,
You
Hi there.
sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Wait, why is this manhole open?
Ha! You won't
I know.
catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
Okay, now go to your hotel room and boil yourself.
Yeah.
I know. So they made this choice to have him go, here, give me a hand. And the guy goes, no, I will not give you a hand. And then he gets out anyway. Okay, we have three options here. Telephone. Let's call Nico. Do you have a telephone? Because I haven't talked to my reporter girlfriend in a
telephone.
while.
I need to make an urgent call.
There is no telephone here.
Oh, yes,
I
there
want
is.
to know what you were doing in the sewer.
Didn't you
They
hear the
swear.
explosion?
In the sewer? A deadly cocktail of combustible gases and chemicals, most likely.
No, at the cafe. A deadly cocktail of accordion music and villainy. Most definitely.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu! That is awful. Did you say accordion music?
Yeah, that fiend had no mercy. He was disguised as a clown. By the time the bomb went
They
off,
did a
he'd
good
run to the
job
sewer and made his
considering their
escape.
their
Mon Dieu!
limitations back
And
then,
then
and the people
man
that
I
redid it
chased.
did a good job
Do
too.
you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well,
Wow.
yes, it had
He's
crossed
not an
my
actual
mind.
clown.
Ah, that still does not explain what you were doing down the sewer.
I'd like to
For
know
all
that
I
myself.
know,
What are
you
we doing
are
down
in
there?
league with him.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm just a tourist.
Most tourists are
We
content
still know
with the
nothing
Eiffel
about him.
Tower, the Louvre,
I hope we never
or
know a
the
single
Pigalle.
thing about his
I
background.
didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Wow, we got a lot of things to talk
Ah.
about. It's exhausting. I'm exhausted to just look at it, all the stuff. Okay.
There just seems to be only one cafe in the entire city of Paris because
Yeah.
you need that cafe.
I'm going to start backwards. I'm going to go this way and then that. And I'm going to go this, 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 this. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, you do that.
Do you
Paul.
recognize
Yeah.
this material?
I am not telling you anything.
Oh, really? What about this thing?
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I am not telling you anything.
I didn't notice. Now are
didn't
you going
notice.
to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
I have more questions.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting.
Well, he's
What
right.
on earth possessed you to show it to me?
That's
Someone had emptied their nostrils into it.
true. What about
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man
Who
who was
is he?
killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him.
why?
Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in
Yeah,
Europe.
what do you care?
Ah, you need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
All right, we've got more stuff. We've done that and that. We haven't talked about it. Let's find
Yeah,
out about the
I'm-
nose.
Take a
So
look
why
at
is-
this false nose.
I've never seen it before in my
In
life.
my
What's the girl? Why is she there?
She was the girl that was in the cafe that
Was being interviewed by.
yeah.
Do you
The
know the waitress
psychic
at the
detective.
cafe?
Oh, hey, she isn't hurt, is she?
Ah,
No,
the music
she's
tells me
fine.
something.
Oh, thank heavens.
It's his daughter.
A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Who likes to solve
That's
crimes?
What you say.
All right, so everything but the clown. We've done everything but the clown. No, we can still talk about this.
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
Just as I thought. You
Oh, he's
are
gonna
up
take it
to
away from
no
us.
good down those sewers, what you?
One slip and I would have been up to my neck.
I don't know what's going on.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was.
He
a
told us
typical
nothing. This guy
criminal
told us
type.
nothing.
Just like you.
That was a lot of making us ask questions.
Wait, okay, you guys.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at
apprehended
my
him? What did he
car?
do with him?
Oh,
What is this? Inspector Augustin
Oh, this gets us
Rousseau?
in.
What does that say? Hominoid division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you
Okay,
are not
Tori,
a
let's say you're
tourist.
backpacking through
Okay, I'm
Europe,
not. I lied to
and
you.
then a
I'm
cafe
sorry.
explodes.
Don't apologize, monsieur.
Do you go into the sewer
know,
first thing?
I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your
That's the first thing I
posture,
need to do because
your poise. Oh, yes.
my
There
duty
is
as an
no
American.
mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know.
you're
I
such a
was in the army,
patriot.
you know. When I was your
You're
age,
not a terrorist,
I
you're an
was
American.
fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
So
Let's
we told
start
him we were the
over from the
inspector.
beginning.
That's what. Oh no,
And
I
tell
don't
it
want to start from the
just like it
beginning.
was.
Can somebody explain why? Wait,
No.
wait. Can somebody explain when he said he apprehended him? Did he take somebody? He found somebody coming out of the sewer. He saw somebody coming out of the sewer, and he apprehended him. But did he take him somewhere? He didn't tell us that, did he? Did I miss something?
You know, I wasn't listening to that part. So I do remember him saying something about, tell me
Yeah.
about the person you apprehended.
Yeah.
So I
So
think now that this guy thinks that we are Inspector Rousseau,
Mhm.
we are going to have to ask all these questions again, and he's going to answer them because he doesn't think we're just a bumbling American tourist.
All right. Well, let's do it then.
All right, here we go.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip
Oh yeah, I
was
forgot
like
about that.
iron. But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no. He made a
Oh,
big
no.
mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
I like that they don't change the scene at all. You just see them standing there.
Yeah.
There's no.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
And he's too
No,
close to
it
the
doesn't.
manhole.
You're gonna fall.
Okay, well,
One wrong step and he's
Do
dead.
you know the waitress at the cafe?
So
She
you
was my
don't want to
daughter.
hear about my experiences in the desert? I fought to make this country what it is today.
I'm sure you did, but I'm a little short of time.
oh come on.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, it was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs, stolen jewels.
I don't know, but the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
All right, so now we already asked about her. We get to ask about her again.
Take a
Does
look
that mean-
at this false nose.
Aha! That looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
More nose on the cloud. Okay, there we go.
Did I show you this tissue?
We miss you.
That's it, huh? Okay.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
Oh, we're getting some music.
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Okay, so
Okay,
there's
now
the
we can
jacket.
talk about the jacket.
Now, about the jacket you found.
We'll be here all
Do you
day,
have it
everyone.
here?
You guys all just
No, monsieur.
need to get a
One of
sandwich
the
or something.
sleeves
Come
was
back. We'll be
badly
still
torn,
talking to.
So I sent it for repair.
Send it for
Pity,
repair.
because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name
Tailoring.
inside on the label.
What's the-
More? Oh my
Ask-
God. Okay. What do you want me to ask him about?
Well, we want to ask the jacket again because we want to know the tailor's name.
Where did you send the jacket?
I
Taylor
gave
Swift.
it to an itinerant Romany seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in
I'm
the
not-
jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell
What?
me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up
Johan
against
said, I
a
just finished my
mastermind.
dinner and he's still talking. More of the jacket. I'm just going to stick with the jacket until we.
What was the name on the label?
Jacket Quest.
It was a foreign name.
Jacket Quest.
Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Ooh,
Well, I don't
good.
expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
But I do remember.
980859.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was
Is there going to
taught
be a
the
little
technique
game where we learn how
by
to
actual
remember numbers?
That's incredible.
I thought there was going to
It
be like
comes in
puzzles and
handy at the
stuff.
supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its
We have
own
like a
reward.
puzzle master in our
And I'm
midst,
glad
and
I
we're
do
not
not
using
rely on
her.
honesty to pay the bills.
I mean, if this is the classic mode with the puzzles, the original puzzles,
at the cafe?
then what do you get in the story mode?
You can't suspect her. Sure.
You don't even need to pick up the newspaper. Picks it up for you.
I know her quite well, you could say. She came
All right,
to
we
work
know
at
she's
the
your daughter.
cafe,
Let's just-
7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really?
Says she's a masseuse.
So you'd miss her if she wasn't there.
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Evil Alex says, "Don't you worry, we'll get puzzles." All right, I'm ready, Alex.
So anyway, you have a new phone number to call. So
Okay,
first
do I
of
have to
all,
ask
call
all these
Nico,
questions?
and then call this new phone number.
But I can't get to a phone. He says there's no phone here.
We had a phone before, but it's not.
Yeah. Go
Where?
into the
What are you talking
sewer.
about?
We have to go back to the
Do you think I need to? Don't you think we should exhaust all these questions?
Yeah,
Or do
exhaust
we-
them.
All right.
This
We're
is
exhausted.
the material from the jacket you found, right?
Yes, monsieur. Without a doubt.
All right. So I guess we don't need to.
Did I show you this tissue?
Okay. All right. I
We
guess we're
miss you.
done. All right. We're done. Okay.
so we go back.
Fair
I have
enough.
to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment?
Listen
I
to
was
you.
only doing my duty, monsieur.
The
Good luck,
American tourist
Inspector. I hope you catch
speaking
that
on behalf
killer
of
soon.
the French
I'll let
citizens.
you out.
I want to go back in the tour. I want to go back in the dumpster. The thingamajig.
He's going to.
The
I
sewer.
hope you find your man, Inspector.
So do I.
It's like a courtyard. He's going out.
Oh, that was the door that was locked earlier. We're going to be right back out in near the tent. Hey, there
Wow,
you go.
yay.
And there's
Use
a phone. Look
Use
at
the
that.
phone. Call Nico. Tell her everything about your experiences in the sewer.
I just want to hear her voice.
Bonjour,
that's a-
Kula.
It's me
Bonjour.
again, George Stobart.
Hi.
Hi,
It's me.
George. Any news?
You bet.
Well, yeah.
I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look,
Would you like to have a
why don't
baguette
you
with me
come here
later?
to my apartment?
Fine.
Ooh.
Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come right over.
It's strictly business. All right. Well, wait a minute. Shouldn't I call the other number first? Oh, might as well call the other number first, right?
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me. Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you? Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you? No. No, that's not possible. Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen,
Moffat said
want
tell
is
her
a
everything
name.
about the tissue.
what are you talking about? Who are you working for? I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
You are
Thank
such a
God.
weirdo, George.
I thought you were the police. There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save. You're collecting for charity, yes? No, I'm not.
I think
All I
the,
want from you is information.
the explosion
Go on.
gave him a
I'm
concussion,
listening.
and he just feels and he's. All right, let's ask about that guy.
Do you know a guy called Plantar? No, I never heard of him.
Man, the
What if
90s
I
when you
tell
had
you-
to come over and talk to people. So much
what
easier
do you
now.
know about the clown
Boy, the
who bombed
90s,
the Café de la
90s,
Chandelle
Daniel.
Vert? I don't have no idea what you're talking about. You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying. I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you're
But
saying
sure
that to
I
make
am.
me think you don't know what I mean, but this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick. I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Nothing about no clown. Okay, but there's still questions.
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown? If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
All right.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood? I told you.
By a
I never
part-time
heard of
clown?
Plantar.
One more time. One more time with Plantar.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to
think
come
George
home
is,
from work.
um,
He can't wait to
I
show
think
him the
he's
merit marks
got
he earned
some
in school today. Only tonight,
Issues.
issues. I think
Plantar
George has
won't
been
be coming home.
left
You
unattended
forgot
for
the
too
puppy,
long.
Huh? The
In the
faithful
sun.
puppy dog, waiting
I think
for the
there's somebody
sound of
out
his
there going,
master's
"Have you seen my
voice.
son?
Maybe they don't have a
He's
dog.
not right. He should be
What do you
home.
think?
We left
I
him on the
don't know,
corner,
Plantar.
and
I
he
never have a
might be trying to
Plantar.
solve crimes.
None of this has anything to
he's
do
not
with me.
dangerous, but all right.
Thanks for
Let's go.
nothing, Todrick.
Thanks for-
He's so funny. He's like he has zero. What is that thing that keeps popping up over here? Is it like saying that we've achieved something or what?
Yeah, I
We
was wondering
achieved nothing.
Yeah.
too.
All right, we got to go to what's her name's house now. Let's.
Nico.
How do we get there? How do we get to the map?
Yeah, where do we get the map?
I don't know, walk to the right.
To the right. To go back. Yeah, I think you're right. It was back that way. And I think it's this.
Yeah.
This
That's
thing that takes us to the map.
That's the backpacking through Europe
There's the
option.
map. Oh, we get to go see Rougerie. Nico, I'm here.
Call her before you.
If I can, I will.
What's this lady? Who's the lady?
I have to take a little break, so either give the reins to Tori if she can use it on her tracking pad, or Daniel, you might need to.
I might need to take one after you, Paul.
Okay, I'll be right back.
First.
No, you can both go at the same time. It's fine.
Should we do that? Is that
Yeah.
better?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
allowed.
Are you serious? Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll handle these people. Okay, so you guys, Paul doesn't know, but I've been in contact with Ross Scott, and we plan to do a live stream with Paul in which we'll play the game Armed and Delirious, and which is quite an insane point-and-click adventure game from the 90s. And Ross has made a video about it a while ago. You should check that out. That game is bonkers. And the thing is that this game was made in Israel. So I got the creator of Armed and Delirious to join us for that live stream. Now, Paul doesn't know any of it. I'll tell him after the live stream, because he never watches the live streams. So I'll DM him on Discord.
Are we on a?
And that's how I backpack through Europe.
Well, were you guys waiting for me? You didn't have to wait for me. You could have kept going.
No, I had to take a break too.
Oh, okay. So Daniel's been
Daniel-
talking about his. All right, what do we got here?
No, I just talked to them about a live stream that you're a part of that you
The woman was
don't
doing
know
something
about.
with a pair of needles that couldn't be
I'm a
described
part of a
as
live
knitting.
stream?
She was a
Yeah.
cheery old soul, the kind you'd walk across the street to avoid.
What? Wait, what? Tell me what you just said. What live stream that I'm? Part
I've
of?
talked to two people, and I'm organizing a live stream in which we'll play a certain game, and you're part of that live stream.
Is it his game?
No, it's a different game with two other people. That's it.
Was this a surprise or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when am I playing this game?
Why are you playing this game? I don't know.
When
That's
am
what
I
we do on this channel.
When am I playing this game? With these two people I know nothing. I don't-
Sometime in October.
Huh. So you got something brewing. Can Tori join us?
Yeah, sure. Then we'll have 5 people in the live stream.
That's even better. All right. Okay. Well, all right. Let me know more when you want to let me know more.
I just want to say that he said that she's a cheery old lady that people walk across the street to avoid.
avoid.
Oh, hi.
I don't understand that.
I don't get that either.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No
Jesus.
thanks.
Ah,
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
We need
yeah,
to,
you're right. That's very strange. A cheery old soul, which tells me, oh, a really nice person that
Mhm.
you want to avoid. See, I think our main guy is a crackpot. I think that's what we're going to find out that he is just a loony bin.
missing a couple of gears.
Yeah, he somehow escaped some sort of an asylum.
Mhm.
That's what we're going to find out.
And this is all in
Actual-
his head.
Yeah, or not, maybe.
He's-
There's a
I mean-
great scene in I don't know why I've referenced this movie numerous times, but Nicolas Cage's movie Vampire's Kiss, and he thinks he's a vampire. And at one point he's having this he's talking to his therapist, and in this beautiful high-rise building, and he's talking about all the things that are going on, and then it cuts to him on the street, and he's saying all those things, but he's just raving. He's a raving lunatic. And so you realize that what you think is him being, talking to someone intelligently in a very nice environment is really he's a crazy person. And I think
you think that's this guy?
that's this guy. He even looks like a young Nicolas Cage.
Well, let's have her read his fortune.
Okay, let's do that.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise.
We're
Can you
already
tell me
on a long
anything I
journey.
don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs? That's a ripoff.
Please yourself.
Give her the money.
Please
Where's the money?
yourself.
All right.
Let's
Do you know
it
a young
again.
woman called Nicole Collard?
Okay.
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fixed it before winter sets in.
I wonder if this
He's
is
been
going to come
saying
back
that
in.
for 3 years.
Yars. All right, let's find out. Okay.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose.
Satellite
Some of us are
television.
born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to
I
be one
can't
of the
do
lucky
a French
ones.
accent, but I can mimic people who are saying a bad French accent. All right, let's keep asking about this.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I
Birds are
try
getting
to see
kinda
what might happen to
loud.
me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
I think it's safe to say this is a very talky game. Okay, that went away. All right.
It's the
so I
talky
talked
version.
about her.
Maybe flowers.
How long has
Okay,
Mademoiselle
I'll get
Collard lived
I'll
here?
get there.
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating, it's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. You're a
Looks like
young
a-
lady. She deserves better.
Does it ever happen to you that you're dreaming and you realize that you're dreaming because something doesn't make any sense inside that dream? Like a certain event. So for me, it would have been me walking into the sewer. If this was my dream, I would know that I'm dreaming the moment I
Yeah,
would
that's
open
where you
that
go. Okay,
manhole.
I'm officially not in reality.
Are the flowers
Um,
for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't
don't
do
see
that
any
if
white
I
ones.
was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people
Dead.
associate them with death.
Yikes. Well, thanks for telling me.
Well, why would anybody buy lilies then? I guess it's just for funerals.
Or funerals.
What other flowers
it?
do you have?
That's not very fair to
Dahlias?
the lilies.
What do they signify?
Insecurity.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me.
Oh my gosh, we're going to spend the next 20 minutes trying to figure out.
This has
which
become a
flower
What
to
dating
about
get.
the
simulator.
tall yellow ones?
Those are iris. The
This
flame
is so
of
weird.
passion.
This is really
And
something.
the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an
Why?
impression, not jump down her throat.
And this
Oh
is
my
called in the
goodness.
US Circle of Blood. This dating simulator is called
Circle of Blood. Yeah, no, thank God your dad didn't buy this game for you, Daniel. Wow. Okay, we're going to talk about her some more.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a
Let
successful
me call
photographer.
my
Not
father
as
and thank
successful
him.
as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now, don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Oh boy.
So he's not
Okay.
even going to get flowers, all those flowers, that flower taco.
I know. I know. Didn't even get them. We didn't even choose one. I mean,
Wait, apparently in the chat, Texby is a doctor because she has to go because patients are calling her or him.
what?
Yeah,
That's me.
I mean people are
You are a
dying
doctor? Oh
because
my
the
gosh.
doctor is watching a live stream.
That's
I don't know. Don't tell any of your patients that you just spent the last hour watching a stream of Broken Sword. I don't know if that will instill a great deal of doctor-patient trust. But well, thanks for coming. All right, see ya. Okay, do I have to do all this stuff or can we just go?
Show
I
her
don't
the
wanna just
tissue.
go.
The tissue is important.
Really? Okay,
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing?
that's great. Thanks,
Who would
Daniel.
answer that question?
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing?
All right, let's get out of here.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
Okay, good. Let's go. We're out of here. We're going. Hit the road.
I think
See you
there was
later.
there
That's right, monsieur. You
Show her
win.
the dipstick.
Really?
No!
Okay.
wait, there was something else lighting up over next to the door.
There's
and
the shop.
there's something in the window. Oh, oh, there's yeah, right.
the shop. Let's try the shop. No, let's hear it.
The shop window featured a display of gowns and women's stuff.
Women's stuff. Boy, I'm glad we solved so many puzzles today.
It wasn't the style of the clothes in the
Your
shop
brain
that
must
caught my
hurt,
eye, but
Tori,
the
from all the
prices. The same amount of money
solving
would
you've
feed
done.
a starving family for the rest of their lives. I guess people who buy that kind of stuff don't have a problem with their consciences.
Hmm.
What about
Yeah.
the other window where there's fruit? Do we need to look at that one?
Yeah, we do.
Wow,
Take your
he
time,
took his
George.
time.
Yeah, geez, Tori.
I glanced without much interest at the fruit. It was dusty, shriveled, and tired looking.
Okay, so what's the point of that?
I know. All right, let's go meet the love of our lives.
Call her first.
Oh, this
See
is
if
gonna
she's
be our
home.
first.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Why is that important? Why was it?
It's got to be come back later. Oh, you just walked right in. You didn't even knock.
Bonjour.
Walked right in.
I'm
Walk
glad you
right
could
in.
make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
Why is she okay with him just walking into her apartment?
Because
Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers beneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown
I've been
used
exploring
the
the
sewer to
sewers.
escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a
I'm
hurry.
crazy.
He left his jacket behind.
I am absolutely out of my
I
mind.
got his tailor's phone number. What's more,
Yeah.
I know where he hired the clown suit, too.
You had
Does
better
this
luck
sound
than
like
I
the-
did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
I took my photographs to the editor, but he wasn't interested. Can you believe it? He told me to drop his story.
But you're not about to do
All
that.
right, leave it there for a
Oh,
while.
no.
Leave it the.
I am going to
old way.
find out what's behind these killings. You know what I think? It's a conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
That
Jeez.
covers just about everyone.
paintings in the
Oh boy, we got a
Yeah, the
lot of
painting in
things to
the
talk
in the
about.
classic one is
I read
of a woman in the left drawing, and I don't know,
Doesn't look like it's the same thing,
and
does
the
it? It looks
bed
like they've
sheets are different. She has a cat on her bed over there.
wait, yeah.
The pillow
Let's
in the
see.
shape of a cat.
but that so those clothes hanging on that
Yeah.
thing, is that supposed to make it look like it's a bit
It's a shirt and something
nice?
else, and then it's towels in the other one. So why didn't they stick with what it was? And
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
it
I
is
mean, there
interesting.
are some interesting design choices. So, for example, you have less frames at the bottom over there because they don't want them to cover the dialogue options. So that makes sense. But what about the clothes? Why does she have towels in the classic version
Yeah.
and, you know, weird looking clothes in the...
Also, look, there's like some albums or books up against the sofa near the door, and
Yeah.
they're not there in the original.
Interesting.
Wow. And
You'd
the
think
carpet...
that, there's nothing on the wall. Look at the back of there's like a little plaque on the wall next to the door that's
Yeah.
not there. Carpet's gone. It's
Wow.
kind of strange. It seems to me that if you're gonna do this,
Maybe
you
that's
should
why
just-
it's reforged and not remastered, because they reforged it.
I still don't know what reforge means. What does reforge means?
The
Redrew-
action...
They
The
redrew
action
it?
of forging again.
You don't know what it means either. That tells me you know nothing. Okay. You guys ready for some?
Yeah,
some-
that's
Here we go. Let's solve some puzzles here.
May I use your telephone?
Or we'll just ask,
Sure, go ahead.
Call
Thanks.
Nico on her telephone.
why am I calling? Who am I calling?
Call her.
I want to call her.
Try to call
Let's
her
call Nicole.
on her phone.
Oh, bummer. I can't call her. That would have been cool. I don't want to call him.
Hello? Who is this? Mr. Todrick? Oh, it's you again. What now?
I don't know. I have to, what? That's it? I have to leave.
Forget it.
What? Why did the phone even make a appearance?
Muffet Reborn says reforge the disgusting tissue.
How did Plantar get your name?
For the newspaper La Liberté, I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy and the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantar said he could supply me with more information. Somehow, the clown must have known about our appointment.
Okay. Let's ask about the clown, shall we?
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arno Bellotta,
I
the
feel
millionaire
like this is the
pharmaceutical
longest
baron.
sort of
He made his money from amphetamines in the
you
post-war
know,
slimming and diet
opening
boom.
cutscene in the history
Imagine
of
it.
games.
Millions of
Like
us
everything
were
up until
literally
now is
beating
just-
their butts off.
Was he killed for his money?
It's just
No.
exposition.
He had no living relatives, and his fortune went to the orphanage where he grew up. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was led to his death by a snowman.
I'm exhausted. All right. Tell me about
You
yourself.
speak very good English for a French girl.
Thanks. You speak very good English for an American.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, that was a low blow.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese green politician. He
course.
inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium. He was
I do
committed to
enjoy
dismantling Japan's
thinking of this
automobile
game as coming
industry.
from the mind
I
of an
can't see him
absolutely
gaining much
crazy
support
person.
with a loony policy like that.
Yamada was a man of vision. He was years ahead of his time.
If you say so. How did he die?
At the end, or should I say, flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
They're just
Oh.
it's crazy. They're just it's going all it's just going in so many different directions.
Ask her about the tissue.
Okay, let's ask about the tissue. Okay, so Raven cleared it up. He says it's just another way to say remaster. It's a pun because of the game's title, Sword forging a sword. Okay, I get it.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
Oh, poor, that's disgusting, George.
He puts it
I
back
think
away.
the stuff on it is grease
That's
paint,
disgusting. Okay,
like
let me put it
actors
right
use.
back to.
or clowns.
It's still
Aha.
disgusting. Get rid of it.
Get out of my apartment. You're
I'm
filthy.
not getting rid of it. But here, I'm going to throw it away. All right.
George the dipstick.
No.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown. You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you
This
what,
is scary.
I won't
He
be
sounds a
accepting any
little
invitations
strange
to
all of a
costume
sudden.
parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But
Hold
this
me,
story
George.
could be my only chance of a big break.
Or a premature death.
All right, let's ask about the dipstick.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested,
All right,
are
all
you?
right.
Oh, of course
Nope.
I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but, well, I had a job to do.
A job? What is this job? Who gave you this job? All right, we get out of here. Let's get out of here.
I'd better be going.
Thanks for coming, Monsieur Stobart.
Call me George, and it was my pleasure. If I track down the clown, I'll let you know.
She's going to get to work.
What is she writing over there? George is a
Looking around.
moron.
Wait, so there's a clown, a penguin, and what was the other one?
There was a
Clown, a penguin, Two-Face.
All right, do we need to talk? I want to not talk to her. I want to avoid her, like you said in the first place. And I want to solve a puzzle. Where can we go to solve a puzzle?
Scarecrow.
Take your time, George.
George
Nothing new.
Costanza.
I've been watching, I think I told you
Seinfeld.
guys this. No, but I've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. I've never watched it before. So I started it from the very first season and it's so good. It is so funny. I am thoroughly enjoying just all the things that he gets annoyed by. It's all George Costanza stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you can relate to it, but you're still like, would never
Cringing.
say this. You're still cringing. You never do what he does or say.
He said, we all what makes that series so good is that we all, at least I, share in being annoyed by numerous little things that go on in daily life.
Mhm.
And to a certain degree, I will attention to it, or I might even argue against it or for it or whatever. But he just takes it to such an extreme, and it always ends up just blowing up in his face in some way or another. It's very, very funny. He is George Costanza.
Mhm.
And yeah, there's a great scene where he's got Jason Alexander and they're arguing about what a pathetic person George is, and he's arguing that he's not pathetic because he had it happen to him. Okay, I don't know what to do, you guys. What should we do? Where should we go next?
Should we go back to the police station maybe?
Sure, let's do the police station thingy. We have our telephone there. We can call somebody. Let's call Nico. Let's see how she's doing.
Yeah, you can call her. You have the payphone on the left.
Let's go call her. Yeah.
Anything new here though?
You look around while I call Nico. She's not home. She's not picking up.
No reply. Maybe she's busy developing her photographs.
Or maybe she's creeped out by me because I'm a creepy dude.
Maybe we go back to the cafe.
Okay.
Talk
Sure.
to this guy first real quick. Maybe there's new information.
All right. That sounds good.
So when we were in Rome, we passed a payphone, and my daughter told me it's like that phone from the movies, and I never felt older.
The phone from the movies. Should we call Nico? All right. No, we'll go this way. Do. Should we talk to... We can go back in the sewer. Is there anything down this way? No. I guess what you're saying, come over here?
Is there another? Can we go instead of down the sewer? Is there another direction we can go the other way to the right?
I don't think so. Oh yeah, maybe. Well, it doesn't look like it.
Let's just see.
It looks like that's the same thing.
Oh, it is. Did we see everything there is to see here?
Okay. I think so.
What's the point of that pipe breaking off the wall?
I tried to climb the pipe. Let's see if we can do it now.
Maybe there's.
I decided I'd had enough of messing with that drain pipe.
All right, and then the window, we can't do anything. Won't let me.
Oh, there's another trash can. That first trash can. That very
The
first
window
trash
was
can.
protected by
Okay.
stout-looking iron bars.
Stout-looking iron bars. This one, all right. Good
That
job.
one.
These are new. You're right. Nothing. Nothing.
We're looking through the
Uh,
trash, going through the
It
sewers.
was a battered old trash can.
They're boxes. The boxes.
Boxes. Wait, if I do,
What's
I
in the
examined the
middle?
boxes closely. They were damp and smelly and decidedly empty.
so, okay. Well, there's another trash can. Ah!
It smelled
on,
like
here.
someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Boy, oh boy, you've really read a lot of pulp novels.
Mhm.
Okay, we've already done that. Is there anything in this trash can anymore?
Another cat.
Another cat?
Hey, we
had it
have
with sticking my
60
nose in the
viewers on
French
YouTube
trash
and 10
cans.
on Twitch.
We are, this is huge.
I
The
know.
biggest. Okay. All right. So, controls help. Question mark. Game help. Don't need any of that stuff. Okay. So there's nothing to see here. I think we have to maybe go talk to
The guy in
probably
front of
talk to some people. Yeah, let's talk to this dude.
that guy.
Show him the tissue first.
Okay. I'll start with that.
He needs to know
We haven't
mean
solved a single
business.
puzzle this
Sergeant
whole
Moog,
game.
Please
This
go
is,
away, monsieur.
oh,
Hmm?
but can I tell you my tissue?
Do you recognize this dirty tissue?
No, monsieur, I do not.
I found it in the sewer.
Perhaps it would be better if you put it back there.
No way. This could be an
And he's a
important
cop.
clue.
If you say so, monsieur.
Yep.
I've tracked down the clown's movements, Sergeant.
Is that so, monsieur?
Yeah. There's a man down the street who saw him crawling out of the sewer.
Dressed as a clown?
No, he changed into ordinary clothes by then.
So, how did he know it was the clown?
He didn't, but all the clues add up.
Little children can add up, but I wouldn't let them manage my bank account.
Show him the nose.
All right.
I found this red nose in the sewer.
What were you doing down there?
Fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still insist
my job.
you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of course. And this novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
A
You don't
plastic
want this as
proboscis.
evidence, then.
Certainly not, monsieur.
Nelson says, enjoy it, guys. After this, Daniel and Paul will never let us vote for another game again.
I believe
Yeah,
this
I think
material came
we
from
might
the
have to
clown's
rethink our.
clothing.
That
If you are
ship
right,
has
monsieur,
sailed.
Then the clown must be an
We're shutting
Englishman.
down Patreon
How do you
and
figure
coffee.
that?
Only the English would wear a suit made from material like that.
Don't you
But we
like
have so many
English?
people
It is
watching,
not
which
so
is
much a
what
question
is
of
going
liking,
on with you
rather
people?
one of
Did you
taste.
have you
They
played
have
this
none.
game? It's
Yes. Some people mentioned in the
mean-
chat that it was their favorite game. So
Really?
keep the
Well,
snark to
I guess we should keep the snark to a minimum. I'm not saying that I'm not enjoying. It's point and clicky, right? It's point and click. So I shouldn't be expecting puzzles. I guess I just assumed because we were trying to find a game that was suited to Tori's talents.
You were looking for a point and click with puzzles.
I thought we were going to have more puzzles and more sort of things to figure out. So other than that, I'm finding it very
There's still things to figure out.
enjoyable.
Figure out what to do.
Like what to do next. Where do we go? All right. Where do we go? We'll get to the puzzles, says MDQP.
What do you suppose this tool is used for, Sergeant Moog?
It looks like something an obstetrician would use, monsieur.
It
Can
was
I
with
skip
tools
ahead
like
through some of this stuff?
that the clown made his escape.
I don't understand.
He opened up the hole and disappeared into the bowels of the earth.
If you say so, monsieur.
Daniel, if I ever want, is there like ways to skip through some of the dialogue?
Let's see. Let me
See you
check
later,
the
Sergeant.
control. Let's see. Controls help. Tab backspace to view dialogue history. No, we need less dialogue, not the dialogue history.
But we might miss important information, right? If we don't.
Yeah, well, if we need to, we can go back. But in general, I think we're okay. All right, let's go back this way.
So MTQP says that we must show the nose to Nico.
I thought we did show the nose to Nico. I have to go back to Nico's house? Can I go back in here? Wait. Okay. But she's not at her house anymore. She wasn't
Don't
answering the
pretend as
phone.
if you don't want to go to Nico's house. Let's go to Nico's house, show her the nose,
Okay.
and
If she's not there, we can poke around in her house.
Yeah, we can look around. We can look in her undies.
The lady
what the
across
hell, Paul?
What? He's a creep. He's a just scary, creepy dude.
Creeper.
That was...
See, he just did
Hi,
it again.
me
What?
again.
Hi, it's me again. Why didn't you answer the phone? I called you. You weren't there. Why didn't you answer?
So
Is
I
that
see.
something? I mean, your phone's right there. Why didn't you answer? I'm just wondering. I'm not needy. I'm not clingy.
I almost got flowers.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
I almost got you flower.
It has La Risée du Monde printed inside it.
The laughing stock of the world. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
Ah, there
I'll
we
check
go.
it
The
out.
costume shop's
Maybe the
gonna be-
owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Thanks.
Why don't you put it
MDQP.
on, Josh?
No way am I wearing this. I'd look really stupid. Besides, he might have had a cold.
Can I show you?
That's so weird. Why would she say, why don't you put it on? That's so weird.
Did I
right?
show you this tissue?
Yes, Josh. I asked you to get rid of it.
I mean, he doesn't want
I
to
showed
put
you
on
the
the
red
nose
nose,
because
didn't
he
I?
might have a
Yes,
cold, but
you
he's
did.
walking around with
Why
this
don't you pay a
disgusting
visit to the
tissue.
shop it came from?
I just
All right, I
might do
will.
that.
Not to mention he was down in the sewers and he just tramped sewer water.
Did I show you this tissue?
Yes, Josh. I asked you to get rid of it.
Well, I'm just wondering. So listen, before I go, I just want to say that I know the phone's right here, so I'm probably going to call you pretty soon because I want to check up on you. So just make sure you pick up the phone, okay?
Blow me
I'd
off
better
like
be
last
going.
time.
Thanks
Yeah.
for coming, Monsieur Stobart.
So
Call
Charles
me
Cecil,
George,
who's
and it
the
was my pleasure.
CEO of
If I
Revolution
track down the
Software,
clown,
who made
I'll let
this
you
game,
know.
is pretty active on social media, so he might be watching.
Who's what, huh?
The CEO of the company that made this game. He might be watching.
We're just having fun. We're just poking. We're having
Yeah.
fun.
We haven't said mean things. We're
I'm not-
not being mean. We're just having fun. Leave us alone, Daniel. Jeez. Or else I'm going to talk to the flower seller. Do you want me to talk to the flower seller?
One more time. Let's talk to her one more time
All right.
because maybe we need to. Maybe she's going to read our fortune.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Oh, well, hello to you. May I show you the?
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to me. I will see you later.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Yep. Because, all right. So we got to go this way. Got to find the map. There we go. And booyah, La Rise du Monde.
It's
Hi,
exciting.
Moffat.
Take care, Moffat Reborn. Have a good one.
Oh, this is
Ooh.
fun. It's cool.
Oh no, we've only got a few minutes before Tori has to go.
Oh.
All right, we got so much to do here. We got costumes.
Let's go look at the clown first. Can we look at the
Okay.
clown first?
Yeah, definitely. Just gonna look and see what lights up first and what doesn't. There's the phone antique. There's some novelty poop. Oh, we gotta do novelty poop, right?
He picks up tissues and
As
whatever.
my
He-
fingers closed on the plastic novelty, I realized my mistake.
It wasn't a plastic. Oh.
It wasn't
That's
novelty, all
going to
right,
help.
but it wasn't plastic.
Use the disgusting tissue. That would be better than what you just did.
Can I use it to pick up the poop? I really want to get the poop. Let's see, can I use it? There we go. Tissue
First
and
thing
poop.
I do is cut off my hands.
He didn't even wash. He just wiped it off on his other hand. Now both hands have. Yeah, let's do it again. Let's just double check.
No
See if
way
we
was
will-
I going to touch that thing again.
Okay, good job, game. Don't let
Why'd you
me.
touch it in the first?
Why is there poop inside the store?
It's fake poop. It's just not plastic. Is what they're trying to tell us.
All right, let's check out the costume.
Maybe
the
it's not
clown.
fake.
I gave the dummy Puro a tentative prod, but it didn't move.
All right, that's it.
Okay. Let's go
That's all I
talk to.
get.
Let's
I'll
talk
talk to this dude.
Yeah.
All right. Excuse me. Do you have
Excuse
any
me?
tissues?
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome.
He's in.
Leave the mundane world behind. For in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
I'd
Didn't
like to
you
wash
ever
my hands,
dress up
please.
when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible. You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course.
I-
How can I help you?
This is like that TV show when I was a kid, Green Acres. Everybody is insane. And in that situation, everybody's crazy except for the main character. And in this situation, everybody's crazy, but the main character is crazier. All right. I still feel like he needs to go to the bathroom and wash his hands. Let's ask him about the tissue.
And cut
Does
off
this
his
dirty
hands.
tissue mean anything to you?
Oh, we got some music.
Let me smell that.
Off.
Oh, you have to.
Your hand smells like poop too.
Eimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical
Nice.
grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur.
Hey, you know,
La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it
Thespian?
recently?
Yes, 2
Thespian.
cans.
all right. Tori, I know you got to go, and I don't want to. So, do you want to? Tell me if you have some wiggle room, or if we should.
I don't have much wiggle room, but can we ask him a couple more questions? Maybe we could do a couple more.
You have a couple of, a little bit of wiggle.
You
questions.
choose the
Sorry.
questions.
Yeah, what do you want?
Let's ask him about the dead man and the clown.
Okay, dead man.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
The clown.
All right.
And the clown.
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
impossible. There are too many.
There are too many. And he's just asking like he has the right to ask.
I know, it's like, just give me the names. Give me the names of every single person who's rented.
It's so funny. Gosh. All right, more clowns.
The clown I'm looking for is a cold-blooded killer. Give me his name, and I'll see he's brought to justice.
I'd help you if I could, but you can't expect me to remember all my customers. You see, the clown costume is our most popular line, monsieur. On average, we hire out more than 30 clown suits a week. You'll have to give me more to go by.
Oh, we got like the ringy dingies.
Description, perhaps?
Something happened. Oh, description. How about this thing, right? That's a description.
Do you recognize this cloth?
Oui.
You do?
Aha.
Mais oui, I served the man wearing a suit made from the same material.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Do you remember his name?
No,
Dang. Dang. What about
Show him the
And-
dipstick.
Did you show him the names yet?
you say that all the time?
What does this tool mean to you?
nothing, monsieur.
There you go, Daniel. More clown, I guess.
How come clowns are so popular?
I think it has something to do with their unpredictable nature.
Personally, I think clowns should be banned, along with mimes.
Oh,
Wow,
come
that's a
now.
bold
Who doesn't
statement.
love clowns?
Me, for one.
That's the only rational thing he said and did.
Yes.
All right, so there's
There are
nothing
this-
else to do here, right? Unless we can
Look
do
at
more
him
with
the
this.
nose. Can you show
Do you
him the
recognize
nose? We
this
haven't.
cloth?
Oui.
Okay.
You do?
Mais oui.
All right, we
I
did this
served
already.
the
All right.
man wearing
Ah.
a suit made from the same.
Do you remember his
All right,
name?
all right.
No.
Let me out of this. Okay, how did you do that?
No.
What'd you do,
Do
Daniel?
you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Oh,
Okay, I think we have to get out of here. All
Thanks
right.
for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh?
Oh no.
Well, okay.
He's gonna have a. I knew he was gonna do that. I knew it.
What are you trying to do?
The
Kill me?
joke's on
You
him. He
did
just
not
put
find it
poop on his
amusing?
hand.
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours
Aha!
to keep. A
He
gift?
has had
Do I need a
electric shock
license?
therapy.
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Hey, we got an electric.
we got
So, all right. So, I think I'm on the right track. He is a lunatic.
Mhm.
He just said I've never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy, which means he's clearly had it before, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm joking, but it would be
You're
great if that was if that's really what happened in this game, if that's who he really is, ends up being.
That's funny. It would be funny. Anyway, I mean, we're having fun, so I think it's a fun game. It's just, it doesn't have the puzzles you thought it would have, right?
That's all. That's
very
all. It's always fun.
talkative.
Very talkative.
Very talkative.
It's very enjoyable playing some of these games that you all you people grew up with and played when you were younger. And it's fun to see these games that had an impression on you. And it's fun for us to play them because they're clearly made with love and detail and a sense of humor. And there's also a sense of
Aussie Astaroth tipped 5 pieces of 8, just another typical day in Paris. Exploding cafes, empty streets, wandering through sewers, poop on the floor, and a crazy clown murderer. Lol.
Totally. Thanks. Thank you, Ozzy.
Summed it up so well.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better. We got it. Oh, there it comes up. It's coming. We have to fix this, Daniel, because it's it's doing.
Well,
the
there's
widget's
nothing to
coming up.
fix because that means that me activating the widget now works faster than Coffee's own widget.
Really?
I have to take off, guys.
Okay. Tori, thank you. It's great to see you as
So
always.
good seeing you guys. It was
We
fun.
apologize
Yeah,
on behalf of our viewers.
It was so fun. I had a great time with you guys.
All right. Well, you might have to go play Wordle or something today just to get your puzzle fix in.
I will.
All right. It's good to see you. We'll check in with you soon.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. All right. Bye, everybody. See you later. See you on Friday. So anyway, what? Bye, guys.